Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's tune in and see what is up for us today. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you. Let's see what messages come up for us today. What does Spirit have to say? Persistently. Wishful thinking and persistence. Okay, being persistent about holding on to your dreams, your wishes, the things that you are wanting. Persistently shining in the dark spaces, shining light in the dark spaces. There's a deer. Wishful thinking, this state of imagination, of creative visualization. Yes. And this card, which is gorgeous, but I don't remember what it is. Freedom. How could I forget? The energy of freedom helps us reach our own freedom. We often search for freedom outside of ourselves, which causes us to feel locked up. Freedom has nothing to do with the circumstances surrounding us. It's a quality that we can find within ourselves. Dance with everything that knocks on your front door. In fact, that short sentence says it all. But why don't we do that? Why does it cost us so much pain to see the fun in things? There are many ways to look at the events in our daily lives. What do we view a problem? How do we view a problem? You might want to replace the word problem with challenge. Do you feel a different vibe now? This proves that the way we approach things determines how we will experience them. Taking the first step is the most important one. Try to live your life this way, and maybe your life will turn into one big festival dance. Yes, because you're not going to be tripped up by whatever comes your way, right? This is beautiful use of free will, is to choose how to engage with everything that comes along your way, right? Lovingly, is this this is something happening to me, or what is this trying to teach me, right? The choosing, love or fear. I am in charge of my life, or I am a victim of it. How do you take charge of your life? With how you respond to it. Oh, we've got a grooming session here. A double groom session. Okay. We've got Perthrow. This is your movement, your change, your development, your shedding of old and the birthing of new. This is balance with the two-headed. I want to say the being and your doing, your masculine and your feminine. Also, the key to unlock whatever door you come up against is in your grasp. It's something you hold. Like on the Matrix, the key master, the key maker, right? Can whip up any key for any door or any lock. Beautiful. That's your freedom. Locked doors become a challenge to create the specific key to unlock it. And then you move through it, right? You can't get there when you're in a state of, why is this door locked, right? Okay. Yes, there you go. Your transformation into a star, your healing process. You're looking at your wounds, your hurts, your desires, your dependencies, all of the things, the looking within. And how we move our wheel in our favor through our spiritual connection, through our multi-dimensional tending. These two deer. Just licking themselves. Self-care, very important. Yes. Clean yourself. Yes. Tend to you. Okay. Let's see what cards are gonna come up for us. Experience your pathway of becoming. This is your persistence, right? Each time, each version of self that you shed, that you leave behind, becomes a stepping stone that moves you closer to who you were always meant to be. This is your experience. This is your pathway. You're forging the road less taken. We've got not overthinking. Okay, so I want to say finding that balanced state. In this past experience, you overthought to death and then realized that that served nothing, right? And so your next version of self, you're like, I'm going to think a little bit less to death and see what happens, right? And this is what experience does for us. This is the switching of failures into opportunities to learn and to grow and to evolve. When you try something and it doesn't work, well, now you are that much closer to finding the way that does work through the process of elimination, right? And this is your perspective. This is how you choose to perceive. Is it a problem or a challenge, right? This is about finding your freedom regardless of your external circumstances. This is gaining your power back through your awareness and will. Okay, we've also got the High Priestess here, which, yes, this is also initiation, I believe, into the occult, which are the multidimensional realms, into the unknown, into the experiential, right? Because we all have our experiences with spirit, and it's not something so easily shared and recreated. And even though we may all be touching source, we're still receiving it through our own landscapes. And so the experience is always tailored. Something like that. Okay, we got the birth row. Good omen, fate, the unknown, initiation, and the occult. There you go. It's a good omen if an outcome is yet unknown, right? And with the High Priestess here, this confirms unknown outcomes. This is things hidden, secrets, the dark spaces. This is the unknown. This is why the High Priestess is the mistress of this realm, because she's not looking through her physical eyes. She is tapping in with the third eye, right? And on this snake, the snake has a third eye. It's really hard to see, but it does. There's a third eye. And so this is finding balance in what you see and perceive. Also, your ability to choose how you're perceiving all of the things. Okay, we've got the balancing of your being and your doing, your harnessing your action to move you to be whole, right? We need to have that balance between the being and the doing. Otherwise, we're being too much and not doing enough, and vice versa, right? This is how we move. This is how we flow. This is how we get anything done. And it is mirrored in all of our areas, right? This is why we sleep for some hours and are awake for some hours. It is there is a time to really just looked over in time to another kissing. Oh, that's cute. Okay, hold on. Come on, you two. First you clean yourself, and then you clean your friend. Okay. Now they're playing. That was cute. Okay. So, balancing. Yes. Okay, this also is a 10. So the old ways of trying to think your way into a knowing has been transformed into a trusting, right? And that's why we think too much, why we overthink, is to try to control, try to be prepared for everything. And it signals a lack of trust in self and ability to adapt and flow with what is happening, right? Also, from my angle, thinking is what is standing out because freedom is kind of blocking the wishful part of it. And so, balancing with your wishful thinking, you have to take action, right? You have to create a visualization time where you're feeling it, where you're seeing it, where you're writing it down, where you're vision boarding it, right? And then that's your beingness, the state of in your mind space. And then it's time to do. Then it's time to take action to balance out the thinking, right? What can you do that supports what you are thinking? This is what creates this collaboration, a co-conspiring, where everybody is working together. Because we do live in the material realm, right? We are bound to the physical. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. We are here to contribute our resonance to the universe, right? And all things support that. Okay, not all things support that because there are efforts to disrupt that for other agendas, because there are those who benefit from low frequency, just as there are those who benefit from high frequency. And so there's support on both ends. This is why free will, right? This is why it's up to the individual soul to exist in both for long enough to figure out, to feel out what they want, and then choose that consistently. Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles coming out, and we've also got this Knight of Wands. So grounded, sturdy, stable, very much in the material realm, right? The master of the material. This is my oak tree, the grounded, rooted, sturdy, stable, stoic material master who has reached a height in his growth that he can reach the stars, pull one down, plant it, and create abundance with it. This is the beautiful thing about being stable, sturdy, and grounded, and also the balance the trees are. They're so beautiful. Trees are just gorgeous. But they are a perfect example of that rooted, grounded, but also connection, the rising up growth to the heavens, the reaching to the heavens, the bending and the swaying and the flowing in the wind, right? While remaining stable and sturdy. Okay, that's just the King of Pentacles. Then we've got the Knight of Wands. This is passionately moving. This is taking action on your passion and your purpose. Look at the momentum, the movement of this horse, right? And all the red in the background. So this is how you know what to take action upon after you've done all the being part of the creative visualization. And it's time to take action. Well, what do I take action on? There's so many things, right? The first step, this is about leaving stepping stones, taking stepping stones, making stepping stones along your pathway, revealing stepping stones. And passion is your purpose, power. It's a flicker of your heart flame into a direction that moves you there. This is your connection to your internal connection to discern, to know, to lead you, to guide you. This is why this needed to end, the overthinking, because it creates too much noise. There's confirmation of your choice, your choosing. And I feel like it's involved with the persistence, right? You have to persistently choose love for your greatest and highest. This is why our heart is our guide, right? Well, it's in tandem, this balance, the heart and the third eye knowing together, creating a focus point of purpose, direction, passion. Okay. What else wants to come out? Freedom to dream. We've got a King of Swords coming out with a Tower. This is your ability to discern, to see, to know, to speak your truth, to cut away what no longer serves, to assess the rubble and determine what is reusable and what is rubbish, right? The one who discerns what the tower is, the one who deems towers, these upheaval moments, as either problems or challenges, right? The critical mind. The one who thinks just enough, not overthinks, and is able to recognize when they are, right? Any final card here? I think we got the message right in the beginning. This balance and you holding the key. to any door. Consider the door as a challenge, a problem, right? It is a tower. You're walking along, you got good momentum, everything's gorgeous, and boom, there's a door. What? Locked. Damn it. Why? Or, okay, well, I pull out my little key making kit and get to work, right? And then, aha! I've got the key. This is it. Or whatever way you're using your key. Only you know, okay, because you made it. It's your key. Yes, beautiful. Just one more confirmation about your heart flame, okay? And it burning bright and strong and guiding you. It is your internal guidance system. Jesus and his heart flame, okay? This is your connection, your embodiment to source, to faith, to your own innate abilities to adapt, to discern, to know, to feel, to receive. And that spark, that flicker is your guide. Right? Yay! No. Yay! No. Okay. Okay, let's get an animal oracle to come out. Seeing how we've got all these animals everywhere. I guess it was just 2 deer over there. Let's see. What animal oracles wanna come out today? Okay, we got 2 up flippers and 2 down flippers. So, we'll put the 2 down flippers over here. And we'll look at the up flippers. Beautiful. Fire and water, okay? There's your balance. A time to take action and then a time to flow, right? Beautiful. And then these 2, gorgeous. The spider and the black egg. Gorgeous. Earth and spirit. There we go. Okay. Let's get the book. We've got the whale. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whale. There's a whale. Desire to delve deeper. Profound peace and ancient wisdom. Okay, it's in the right spot here with the high priestess, with your initiation and transformation here. Beautiful. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression and traverse difficult terrain as they have overcome many challenges in their life. Right? These experiences have enriched them, giving them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. Beautiful. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply passionate. When out of balance, heavy and slips into the old story. To bring into balance regular self-care. Gorgeous. This is what the deer were showing us, right? Regular self-care. Okay, and then we have the lion, who is patient, regal, and a complete master. The lion is the master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. Yes, precision through flame flicker guidance. Okay. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When in balance, the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, withdrawn and too serious. And to bring into balance, daily meditation and friendship. Beautiful. Okay. Then we've got the spider, creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma. Dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. That it is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process oriented rather than results oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry, and abundance follows. When in balance, appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, and forlorn. To bring into balance, playful creativity. Yeah. Okay, black egg. Speaking from an authentic voice and truth. Beautiful. Right? Speak in truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in. Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available in our every moment, in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. The birthplace of our voice. Yes. I don't know why I had to say it that way. The fifth chakra, the subtle essence of this card, resides at the base of the throat at the Vishuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw the center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha translates as especially pure. The balance of this center is important for all of us, but is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers, which, was right in line with the creativityness of the spider. Beautiful. Wow. We love it when all the things line up. Okay. Just those two? I grabbed a couple more. Okay. We've got forest time. Okay. Time to connect with nature, to let the negative ions that are abound around moving water like rivers and be close to trees and their gorgeous balance, right? Sympathetic resonance are the resonance of your environment. Getting guilty by association, but it's this energetic resonance, right? So when you're hanging out in the forest, you are giving your nervous system, your energetic resonance time to line up with the forest, with the river, who are all tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to the source, right? So this is why it's always encouraged to get out there in the environment, because it is helping settle, tune your frequency. Okay, and another beautiful way to do that is through gratitude. Yes, the attitude of gratitude gets you far, moves the mountains. Be grateful. If you can even get to a place where a locked door shows up, a block, a non-ideal, right? A situation, person, place, or thing steps in your way, creating disruption, and you choose to be grateful for it, because it is an opportunity for you to learn, to grow, to evolve, which is the point of our physical time here. It's expansion and resonance. Treat yourself. Yeah, because we deserve to feel good. And when you treat yourself good, you feel good, right? This is in balance. This isn't excess. This is moderation. This is, not I'm going to eat ice cream because it makes me feel good. And then you just load up, a giant bowl of ice cream, and then you gobble it down until you're, oh, I'm going to barf because I ate too much. And then you throw the rest away, right? This is about savoring and mindful consumption, right? Take a little bit and then savor each moment and leave yourself wanting a little more, because then you feel good, right? Buddy over there is in an ice cream coma. and had to either sleep or barf or both because there was no regulation. Self-care is about treating yourself well, and wellness involves moderation. Okay. Mindfulness. And finally, clean your space, because we want to move energy around and we don't want to keep okay, well, same with the environment of the forest and the resonance. Your space can hold energy, and when you are in those spaces, it's very easy to pick up the energies that are within your spaces. So by cleaning them, you are cleaning the energy within them, and thereby creating an environment that you can be in that is not affecting you in a way that is not supporting, right? We want to support ourselves on all the levels. Okay, let's get a couple charms to close it out. And I'm just gonna. That was ton of them. It's a ton of them. I guess it wasn't too many. Ooh, okay. So that's too close. There's this beautiful reading, this balance, this gorgeousness. Okay, let's start over here because I see a unicorn. See his tiny little horn? Yes. So this is access to the magical places. This is also giving me this momentum, this passion. You're moving on your passion and your magic, right? Your creations. We've got the angel here, which is a pair. And so it makes me think of there is a pair, a partnership. Oh, what does it say? Made for an angel. I don't think I've ever turned that around or seen the back of it before. That's really sweet. Okay, so that's what this means. Made for an angel. You are an earth angel, okay, meant to flow. Find your flow state and be abundant, okay? This is the star that the King of Pentacles plucks from the sky, plants, and it grows into abundance, right? Because he's holding a star there. Yes. What do we got over here? Okay, yeah, the mermaid. Okay, whales are mermaids. So this flow, this magic, lots of magic. The unicorn and the mermaid here. Transformation here, this becoming, this recognition of who you were and letting it go, right? The shedding of the old, and this stepping into the unknown, and that being okay, right? We can choose to allow it. Then we've got the dream catcher feather. So something about your dreams could be in line with your wishful thinking. There's your persistence. This is in line with your pathway, your experience, the old versions of you that you have left along the way, creating this pathway to your intuition, right? To your inner knowing, to your faith, to your trust in all of the things unknown. We also have Jesus here. This is persistence, right? Jesus was the most persistent of them all and refused to waver or be diverted, regardless of the consequences, right? And there's also this cat over here. The cat who is able to see things, perceive things multidimensionally. And you are one able to do this. And so trust what you feel see, right? What you feel see. And balancing. Yes, there has been a lot of balancing with the fire and the water, with the being and your doing, with your fear and your love, choosing your passion and your purpose, your thinking, truth, discernment, and action, all of the things. Beautiful. Okay, yay! That's what I have for you today. Hopefully, there was something good for you to help support whatever you need, whenever you need it. Thank you for being here. Love and appreciate you, and hope to see you in another reading at another time. Okay, bye for now.